Hello, and welcome to the new Pan-European Conference. Surprise, surprise! Today it's me who will be here with you today, and I am really happy that to present today's conference, which will be truly playful because it will be devoted to the Toy-Free Month project and initiative. And we are, of course, very curious, as always, where are you tuning in from? If you want to share, you're welcome to leave an emoji or a word and share with us where are you at the moment in which country. And to begin with, I would like just to say that I really hope that this autumn time brings you lots of colorful, meaningful experiences and that you get to enjoy the nature and its wonders. Because nature brings lots of opportunities for exploration, for strengthening different competencies and character strengths like curiosity, creativity, imagination, and it welcomes us to totally free play. And this is what Toy Free Month project is all about. And today we will get to know what it is, this project, what is the initiative, and of course we will welcome you to join this call of ours and to implement the Toy-Free Month practice also in your kindergartens or even schools. Before we start with the program, I would just like to remind you that the presentations are uploaded in the Facebook group, Pan-European Conference on Digital Education, and we also uploaded it in the group Erasmus Plus Kindergartens, which is devoted to kindergarten teachers and educators. So you are welcome to check the groups and of course download the slides, the presentations, if you find them interesting and useful also for your work. And now it's time to meet not just me, but also today's presenters. So hello and welcome everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. I'm truly happy that you are here today with me. Most of us, we also work together. We've met, and we also have Martina with us, who we are meeting today for the first time. But let's start at the beginning. You've already met me, and just to share, my name is Yernea. I work in STEP Institute, also in Primera courses. So today I am here on behalf of these two organizations. And I am a project manager and a trainer. And what I love the most is working with people, either children, youngsters, or adults. So I'm always happy when I can contribute my piece to learning, to developing. So I look forward also to this initiative that we are about to start today. So shortly about me, and then Danusa from Poland will continue. And Danusa, please share something about yourself.
Hello, I am Danusia Łukasińska. I am the leader of Eco Potential Foundation, and we are the leader of the Toy Free Month project, Erasmus Plus. And we deal with, especially deal with waste and waste management and circular economy. And that's why this project is really important for me. Because toy industry makes many wastes. And that's why we try to connect this background with activity that we can lead also in kindergartens from the first level of education. And I hope that you will enjoy this project together with us.
Thank you very much. From Poland, we go to Greece and we meet Konstantina there. Hello.
Hi, thank you, Yarna, for today. I'm Konstantina. I represent Innovation Footprint. We are also partners of this project. Info is an association, a training center as well. I work as a project manager, and we try to bring all the nice innovations and ideas that we create with our project to the local schools and to the teachers that are interested. And we are very excited to be in Toy Free Month. We try to make a great impact here with this project, and I'm glad that we have the opportunity through this conference to give word out of what we're doing. And I hope that you will be inspired and join us as well. Thank you.
Thank you. I can just sign what you said, so I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
And now going back to Slovenia, where also I work, and I'm happy to get to know Mojca in the scope of this project. Please, Mojca, hello.
Hi, my name is Mojca. I'm a preschool teacher in kindergarten Dobrna, and I work in a group of children 4 to 6 years old. I love nature, and I try, I try to pass that love to the children. So our activities are outside a lot. We're doing forest pedagogic also in our kindergarten. So that project, Toy Free Month, is our project also, and we really enjoy this project for a few years.
Thank you. And now we also get to enjoy this project, basically thanks to you and your team, Mojca. And from Slovenia, we go to our neighboring country, Austria, where we will meet Elvira. And Elvira is also a teacher familiar with the Toy Free Month, right?
Yes. Hello, my name is Elvira. I'm a location manager of a private bilingual kindergarten in Vienna. And we started 2 years ago with the Eco label, the Austrian Eco label. And within, we started with the Toy Free Kindergarten. So we are doing a lot of eco things in our kindergarten. And I'm happy that I can tell you today what we did the last 2 years in our Toy Free Month.
Thank you. And we are always happy to hear about practical activities or practical implications. And I believe this is also what Martina will share, some ideas what we can do with children, some innovative tools. And I'm happy. So hello, Martina. We are staying in Austria.
Hello, a very nice welcome from Lower Austria. My name is Martina Werban, and I'm the leader of the EU project of the Department Kindergarten of the state of Lower Austria. We have EU projects over the last 20 years, and we invented a lot of materials, which I'm very pleased to show you this afternoon.
Thank you. We also look forward to all the presentations, and thank you very much. So in the following 2 hours, you will get your chance to shine, and I thank you in advance. And now we will begin with me, just shortly sharing some information about the Toy Free Month, the project, the Erasmus Plus project, cultivating creativity and sustainability in young learners. And basically it started with just imagining imagining all the things we could do if we just remove everything, all the commercial or the plastical toys, all the toys that maybe are just there and children don't even need them. So we imagined just playroom with natural materials or some recycled materials with like really open end toys, and filled with laughter, creativity. And I am aware teachers get to experience a lot of laughter, a lot of creativity, a lot of challenges as well. And we are happy to see, we're very grateful to meet motivated teachers who want to do more, who want to give our children good opportunities for growth and development. So let's have curious minds and create an open space for learning also today. And like I already mentioned, it started with kindergarten Dobrna, with Mojca and her team, because they are doing toy-free month practices for lots of years now. And then this was the starting point for us. And then at Primera, at STEP, also at Innovation Footprint, we started to think, what can we create? And together with Ecopotencial from Poland, and of course, Dobrna, we developed this small scale project. And now I think it has the potential to grow into something more than just a small scale project. So what is it all about? Just shortly to share some main objectives. So the main idea was to be able to create good quality educational materials that will enable teachers to gain some additional knowledge, some ideas on how to teach about sustainability, how to bring this caring for nature, these sustainable topics even closer to children, so that they learn in the early age and are going to be the ones that really create the green future, if I can say so. So it was about creating quality educational materials, about training, about, of course, sharing, connecting the teachers across not just partner countries, but also EU countries. And of course, to start doing small steps that can grow into paths to a greater journey. And we want to enable us all to provide then in the future even more trainings, even more educational materials, and most of all, space for sharing, because we believe this is important, so the teachers who do amazing job can also share. We have already created a handbook, which I will show you now just shortly. It's around 60 pages, so we really put some effort in it, and we tried to cover the ABCs, let's say, so to bring the important terminology, to clarify it, to discuss, to think about the toy-free industry that Danusa already mentioned, to talk about the framework of sustainable development goals, green comp backgrounds, and of course to bring the focus to sustainable education, what it is, and then share with you also practical examples of implementing the toy-free month practice into kindergartens for now. But I know that many of you already do lots of meaningful things with children, so we look forward to hearing also from you what you are working on, and we invite you to join our initiative. So just scrolling through the handbook, it's a lot, but we also have one-page summaries. So for those who just are interested about recap or certain chapters, you will be able to quickly jump through the guide and just focus on the things that will bring you something new, something additional. And I agree, it's nice to have a room of kids that are safe, that are smiling, that are able to experience all different kinds of emotions, and of course to learn in a relaxed way, especially through play. And this is what we emphasized as well. Play, imagination, not a way where a place where not everything is too structured, because this is what we are noticing, that adults tend to structure a lot, and then even younger kids in kindergarten have many activities, many instructions, and they don't even know how to play freely. So this is what we want to emphasize and maybe bring back in the groups where maybe this got a little bit lost. So this was shortly just the introduction to get the grasp, to easily grasp the concept. And now we will, in the program, we will also follow the structure of the guide, so you will be able to get a sneak peek into our guide also through our presentations today. So first we welcome Danusia from Poland, and I think the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you so much. In my educational job and in eco-potential mission, the most important is environment and waste management in appropriate way. And for me, it's also very important to explain why some initiatives, some activities are really important, and what will be the impact. And that's why now I want to explain you what is the environmental value of green initiatives in education, and also what is the toy industry impact on the human health and the environment. Because if we want to start implementing toy-free month, these are not only some social. It's not only some social impact, but definitely environmental impact too. And this is, from my point of view, this is the most important actually. So what about this impact? First of all, toy industry use of non-durable materials, especially poor quality plastic that is not prepared for recycling, and which contains hazardous substances such as phthalates, lead, and bisphenol type A. Another issue is a large ecological and carbon footprint in the production of toys, especially those made of plastic, because plastic is made of petroleum products, and they use electricity, a huge consumption of electricity, and also for production using non-renovable raw materials and water. And also there is issue of air and water and soil pollution in the production of toys process. And another aspect is the generation of large amounts of waste through excessive packaging of toys. But it's not for me the most important, but we need to mention also that toy industry creates a culture of consumption, and waste that slips over into other areas as kids grow up. Toys are often the first way children experience shopping and consumption. And thus they set the standard for how kids interact with products and teach them to constantly look for the next new thing. And why here I try to show you, talk about consumption. I hope you have heard about Country Overshoot Day. This is the thing. You can imagine that world, our Earth, has resources enough only for 1 year. And here, this graph show you the date in exactly which day these resources will be finished, run out of during whole year, and try to find find, for example, Austria. 29th March will be run out of resources that should be enough for whole year of living. So we can see here that country's consumption is so big. The amount of consumption is really big that it's not enough for 1 year. And for example, Qatar has the biggest consumption, and of course poor countries has much less consumption, like Indonesia, for example. And but we can see how the level of consumption is big here. And of course these resources are not enough for everyone, and that's why we need to think about less consumption and stop this overconsumption. And we can start to do this just simple way, starting from kindergartens, for example, and just children. And for this overconsumption, sustainability is actually the one of the answer. Sustainability is the ability to meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. It involves balancing environmental health, economic viability, and social well-being to ensure long-term harmony between people and the planet. And here you can see SDG goals that was set by in Agenda 2030. And these are goals that whole world should achieve to achieve this sustainability. And here in this project Toy Free Month, I think that the most important for us is 12 goal, responsible consumption and production. And here you can see something like loop. That's why, because it's the sign of circular economy. And what is circular economy model? Is a model of thinking and acting that encourage reducing waste and using resources wisely. In early education, this can mean reusing materials for play, repairing instead of discarding, and teaching children the value of caring what we have. It shifts the focus from take, make, and throw away, dispose, to reuse, rethink, and recycle. And with this term, we can explain also zero waste approach. What is zero waste? It is the conservation of all resources by means of responsible production, consumption, reuse, recovery of products, packaging, and materials without burning, and with no discharges to land, water, and air that threaten the environment or human health. And here you can see zero waste 5R rules. Of course, in circular economy, we can have 9R rules or even 14. I saw somewhere even 14 rules. But here, for us, it could be important to use these 5Rs, and you can use these Rs in your pedagogical approach. And first of all, in this project Toy Free Month, we refuse of using toys. So our first rule is done. We can reduce also using some materials, and if we refuse toys, we reduce, for example, waste packagings. And we can of course reuse and repair what we have now. And then of course we can choose appropriate toys that could be recycled, so use natural material, and also use natural material to be wrought. So this could be our guide for Toy Free Month, and you can see also this in our guide, of course. And if we talk about sustainability, that is the only one way to save our planet, actually. Toy Free Month is led by a Green Comp framework. It identifies sustainability as a key competence that enable individuals to act in favor of environmental integrity, social quality, and economic viability. Green Comp supports the EU Green Deal and use the efforts like the SDG by fostering the skills need for just and green transition. And Green Comp is important for kindergarten teachers for specific rules like laying the foundation for lifelong sustainability values, encouraging system thinking at an age appropriate level. So you can start to encourage about all the system with really small children. Also, it helps nurturing imagination and hope for better future. So this is your task also, to show children that we can do something to save our planet. And also the aim is fostering action and participation, because at this young level, young stage of first stage of education, we can show that children also can have some impact for with saving planet. And actually, if we talk about Toy Free Month and education, zero waste education that we deal with is really close with forest education. And when we were in Slovenia, in TPM, the project, I saw that educators are really interested in forest pedagogy and nature-based education, and I think that it's really close with zero waste approach. We need to be close to the nature. And that's why I want to invite you to Poland, to our organization. Here on the map, you can see where we are. Our localization, this is Wrocław, close to Czech Republic and German border. And I would like to invite you to our place, because we have a new zero waste initiative zero waste spot it is called. And it's our workshop place, but we try to work especially outside whole year. This is our philosophy. And here in this place, we open also some kind of free shop to share with things that you don't need now. And I would like to tell you that we also start with our new trainings about forest kindergarten in practice, and also about non-violent communication in relationship with people and nature. And these courses start from 2026. And I think maybe it would be important for you to take part in this course if you have some mobility, or you plan some mobility Erasmus Plus projects. So here are contact. This is a contact for us, and also I think that you can write to Primera, ask if you need the contact to our organization. And I would like to show how we work. We work, as I said, we work especially outside and try to use natural materials. And our localization is in beautiful place, just close to a big park in Wrocław. It is called Grabieżiński Park, and it's almost like a forest. It's really natural, and we usually try to do our trainings and all our events in really sustainable way. We use only bikes for sightseeing or training, transport to the training place, and our we try to organize catering and our coffee breaks also outside, using only reusable things, reusable cups. And I think that it could be really nice adventure to visit Wrocław and take part in this course, that you can see how to organize forest kindergarten and use this forest pedagogy also in school, if you work also in school with all the children. And these are our workshops. We use, as I said, we use technical things. We work with wood, with hammer, for example. We prepare natural cosmetics using only natural materials that you can have in your kitchen. So again, I invite you to Poland to cooperate with our organization Ecopotential. And this is our team, just shortly, but of course we have many volunteers and many workers that work with us on events, educational events. And thank you so much for attention.
We have some comments just confirming that this is a good presentation and that these topics are important, and that we really can use creativity and curiosity to teach sustainability and to learn how we can contribute to the green future. We have no specific questions from our audience today, but maybe I would ask you, because we had a comment about the importance of bringing play, like the free play, back to the children. How, in your opinion, can we bring together play and learning about sustainability? Maybe some practical example or just your thoughts?
Yes, I have the answer, because we try to combine this playing outside and learning, for example, how to segregate waste appropriately. And we usually try to add also some challenge with physical activity. For example, we have the game that you can see also instruction in the guide. We have the game, cleaning the ocean by fishing rod. And we have real waste with some small loops and also fishing rods, and children or even adults, because it's really great fun also for adults. They need to catch the waste. For example, they need to firstly catch the waste, then run with this waste and put to appropriate bin, and then back. And you can use, for example, it at a challenge that you measure the time, which group can do this much more quicker. So here you have playing outside and also physical activity, and also learning how to segregate waste appropriately. So this is the way that you can use it at your kindergarten, and children love it, love fishing, and that's why that was my idea, that we can fish, not only fish, but catch not only fish, but waste also, because I think that you've heard about the waste island on Pacific Ocean, and that's why this huge amount of waste in all of the oceans and seas, and that is a great idea to show children that not only fish lives lives in the ocean, and
Thank
this
you
is
very
huge
much.
problem.
Yeah, it is. So I believe that if we all make steps toward a better future, we can actually achieve something. And of course, teachers and everyone, basically everybody, can make a step and can improve something in our own lives. So we can have the bottom up approach where everybody does something. And of course, there was a comment about changing the legislation. Of course, the system and the top down approach has to, of course,
Mhm.
support our efforts in
Yes,
ensuring a greener
we need
future.
to do on each level. Actually, we need to act,
Yes.
and each level is really important.
It is, I agree. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you.
And now we will go to Konstantina and try to make some practical steps towards sustainable education. So, from understanding the challenges to now bringing this to schools, to kindergartens. So, looking
Exactly.
forward to these practical pathways. Thank you.
Thank you, Yarnea. So, hi again. Together, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. It's all good.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay,
Yes.
great. Thank you. So, now, together, we'll talk about practical pathways to sustainable education and see not only what sustainable education really means, but also why it matters in this early childhood education in this age and how we can bring it all together into practice, into the playroom classroom. So, I would like to start with a nice quote that I borrowed from a child from kindergarten Dobrna. I think that this nice quote really captures the essence of education for sustainable development, as it is like creativity and imagination and resourcefulness all coming in together and bringing learning into action. Um, Next, now let's see what it is sustainable education. As defined by UNESCO, actually, it's not just an abstract idea, not just a lesson, it's just an education that brings every person closer to acquiring the knowledge, skills, attitudes, and values needed to shape a more sustainable future. So, in practice, sustainable education really connects children with nature and the world around them, as it's also emphasizing care for a planet and a community, because it's not only learning or making environmental lessons and actually teaching them, is by instilling values of how to better connect with nature and foster a community of students, teachers, and parents, and everyone to support sustainability. So, by integrating also sustainable practices into daily routines, not just teaching about them, really brings ESG to life. Thus, it encourages children to think and act and live responsibly every day. It becomes part of their lives, and it's something that they embed into their behaviors. So, why should we start very early with ESD? uh, what is the meaning? Why? So actually, this early age from 3 to 6 year olds is a very, very formative stage of life when children's brain, emotions, and social understanding actually develops much faster than any other point in life. So, whatever children learn at this stage really becomes imprinted into their behavior, and they shape lifelong behaviors and sustainable behaviors. So, actually, children are very, very curious, very imaginative, and they want to experience everything and see the world around them. And this is the point of the Joy Free Month, to let them explore, let them play freely, and discover and experience what is going on, right, with the environment and nature. All these moments when we create experiences for our children actually create a long-lasting impressions about care and cooperation and the responsibility we have as people towards the world we live in. um, yes, it's actually taking advantage of this openness that they have at this stage of life, and bringing their curiosity to the stage and letting them, experience everything. So it is also, ESD is also connected to the Sustainable Development Goals that Nusha mentioned earlier, and especially to goal number 4, and with equal education and target 4.7, which is actually to ensure that learners acquire the knowledge and skills for sustainable development and sustainable futures. In practice, this means that we have to help children act for sustainability, because they're people and they can make decisions and even solve small problems and see themselves as capable change agents, and that they bring something new to the floor. So even these little guys can make some informed decisions, and this also fosters problem solving and community engagement, because together, by working with their classmates, they actually can see that they can do something nice about the world that surrounds us. Now, we have to make sustainability and ESD a habit. It's not just a lesson, as I said before, it's about living it every day. It's not about teaching it. So, when it becomes part of the classroom routines, then children internalize it as a way of life, not as a separate topic. Teachers actually have to model these behaviors and say that this is the way we must live, actually showcase it with their actions. Some examples can be like the mindful use of resources, like turning off the lights and the taps, or sorting the recycled materials together, or sorting out waste after snack, or composting the snack waste. Um, Also, sharing and cooperating and caring for plants and animals daily, not just part of the activity, but actually as part of the life in the kindergarten, of what must be done, of what we do, and this is how we live by. This brings children closer to sustainability and the values of ESD. And teachers also have the ability to reflect with children on how all these small actions make a big difference, and see what it really does for their local environment, their local community as well. So the goal is to turn sustainable actions into automatic and meaningful habits, not just teach about them. So let's see again why it really matters, why we should embed ESD into every teaching practice in the kindergarten, but as well also in even older children. I think it's great and should be part of it. So it's not only about when, it's about what it brings, what it achieves. It gives children a voice and a sense of agency, that it's a framework for them to understand the relationship with the world. Um, Actually, at the heart of ESD is that children are active participants and not just passive listeners and doers of activities and tasks. Also, based on the UN Convention on the Rights of Child, it is said that children are citizens and they have a voice and the right to propose and contribute meaningfully. So, with these practices, they see that actually what they do has a real impact and they make a change into this small ecosystem that their kindergarten is. So, ESD actually fosters agency, problem solving, and active citizenship. So these approaches give a purpose, a deeper purpose. Children should be living through it. They're living it, not just learning it. Um, they can teachers also can tell stories about fairness. They can also um, uh, play with children with experiential learning because it is also very, very compatible with pedagogies that align perfectly with kindergarten education, like play based experiential learning, hands on learning, forest learning, as said before. And yes, it should be part of all activities done, especially in kindergarten. So let's go and see what are some of the benefits that it brings apart from what we have already said for these young learners. So cognitively, it builds critical thinking and a systems thinking, which actually allows children to make how to do connections and find creative solutions. It also encourages problem solving and innovation because in Toy for Month, for example, when you don't have your toys and your materials to play with, you have to come up and resourcefulness. You have to come up with something new and how to work with materials and what you already have, or even invent something new or look for materials as well. It also brings social and emotional growth as it strengthens empathy and cooperation and resilience. And truth be told, we need to teach our children to become resilient and adapt and be creative from a very, very young age. Also, it fosters environmental awareness and eco literacy, which is actually understanding of the environment, not just knowing that we have to protect it, but also understanding our role in it. So kids shall understand what is their place in this world, that we are one with the environment, we're not disconnected from it. Also, physical development is very, very well advanced through outdoor play, hands on playing, and as it improves fine motor skills and the general health. And of course, morally and ethically, it encourages discussions for fairness, justice, and equity, which are the foundations for responsible citizenship. So now let's move on to some pedagogical approaches that could be very effective when we try to implement ESD um, in our practices, in our teaching practices. So, education for sustainable development actually does great in hands on, play based, and experiential learning because children learn best when they explore, when they create, when they're let free to imagine, investigate, and actually guided by the teachers, not that structured, but teachers have to act like facilitators and guide them through meaningful experiences. Being let free, but with some subtle guidance. For example, it could be storytelling and role play that lets children step into different perspectives and might act as animals, for example, that protect their habitat, or as helpers that help care for a garden or plants and people. This builds empathy and understanding. Um, Moreover, creative arts, sorry, and hands-on projects allow them to turn their ideas into action. They can make art from recyclable materials or from natural materials, and by planting seeds or investigating how actually water flows through the soil. Um, Also, some multisensory learning can be done with outdoor pedagogy, with letting kids actually touch the leaves, the woods outside, or smell the grass and flowers, or hear the birds singing, and and seeing and visualizing actually the life cycles that are around them. They can see them unfold. They can observe, for example, a butterfly or a small insect. These are very, very rich experiences that strengthen the emotional connection and the bonds that kids have with nature. Um, what else? They can do also explorations with natural materials, as said, and we need regular outdoor explorations. And I can see why most of the teachers that we've encountered and many kindergarten teachers would love to have more outdoor exploration. And this is also at the heart of Toy Free Month project because we need the collection of natural objects and observation of the environment. And actually, we need to make something new out of perhaps nothingness. This builds connections and respect for nature and what we have at hand without relying that much on materials, on bought materials. So, everyday integration of ESD is a must. It should be part of all learning areas, not treated as a separate subject, not treated as an abstract idea. Um, many activities can be done, like stories and daily activities, such as when washing our hands, we can explain to the kids what are the effects of letting the tap run for a long time, or when we are sorting our waste and after a snack, we can talk about what to do with the waste left, or reflect on how to recycle our packages. Mm, or when sorting our materials for recycling and composting, what are the advantages of doing so? Not just doing it, but understanding why we're doing it. This can be done also with nice stories and group projects to explore how to take care of the environment, how to take care of ourselves as well, and cooperate with one another to have impact because every little action has some impact. And through daily integration and reflection, kids can notice these connections between people, nature, and resources, and they can actually understand that their actions have a good impact. So, from classroom to practice, okay, from class to real world, classroom practice to real world impact. ESD grows when everyday learning is connected to action, reflection, and community. We should encourage children to reflect on what they learn from their sustainable actions and link their projects to their local environments, the local garden, their garden at homes, or the local park, or a recycling point at their town. We should also invite communities and families to share the sustainable practices that we have achieved, because this way children understand that sustainability is not part of the classroom only, but part of our entire lives. So, and celebrate also what we have achieved so far with what we've done with displays to showcase that how our small actions, for example, placing an animal feeder outside of our school garden, how has this had an impact on the animals that live near the tree, near the birds or a squirrel? This also needs to be celebrated because children understand then that they made a change, they are happy about it, and they actually embed this behavior and build sustainable behaviors for life. So now I would like to end with a very nice quote. Actually, sustainable education is not about protecting children from the world. We have to prepare them to change it. So sometimes it can sound that it's a harsh topic for children, or that they do not know how to deal with it. However, when embedded and subtly through activities and everyday life in the classroom, then it nurtures empathy, curiosity, and responsibility. This is when classrooms become communities and share care and cooperation for the world. And we want to create the future citizens that are actually, show more empathy, more cooperation, and are ready to make our world a better place. And we want active citizens, not just passive listeners who take action. So this is for me. Thank you. I hope you could hear me well.
It was all good. Thank you, Konstantina, especially for the
Thanks a lot.
presentation. And I think we've received lots of comments and thoughts and questions, and I believe you answered already during your presentation quite a lot of them. So I think audience agrees about the importance of teaching sustainability and stated different skills that children can build. Maybe just to one question for you. We talk about children a lot, but of
Yeah.
course, adults, educators, parents, and the rest of the adult world, we have to be role models, because if we just teach children but then do something completely different, of course, the impact will be lower, or there won't be, because it will be a difference between what we say and what we actually do. So maybe the question is how we can like strengthen ourselves, especially, and also teachers, educators, especially in some areas where sustainability is not at the top list of priorities, or
Mhm.
the environment is like non-sustainable. So maybe your thoughts on like strengthening also adults.
Also, yes, adults. I think that um, adults can always, if they're willing to learn and grow further, I believe that there are always actually actions out there that they can it can be seminars, it can be training activities, it can be watching a very nice educational video about sustainability, or on how to change our behaviors when we don't know how. So I think that if you're willing to change, because I believe that it starts with wanting to change, right? And wanting to bring also parents, adults to the same level, right? As I said, kids cannot go to school, see a very nice environment, sustainability is everywhere, and then come back home, and this has no, you know, uh, no place at all. It's not sustainable at all. Or go to a local cafe. I believe also. mm by legislation, by through education. I really believe in education, that people uh, also individually should want to learn more about sustainability and how it can affect their everyday lives. Not only just to save the environment, but connect to the environment, to the environment. I think that we've lost the connection to the natural world and the world around us. So I would start from there, and then online, and you can find all the information you need to look further. But I would start with a reflection on our childhood, perhaps when we were younger, when we didn't have that many toys, we didn't have the internet, we didn't have all this equipment, let's say, when we were free to play, we were free to explore, and we felt very close to our natural world. I think this is the base of it. And then I guess that every small step towards becoming a little bit more sustainable counts.
So focus on the play, on exploring and
And
discovery,
yes,
as
yeah.
also Coralia mentioned. And thank you for the comment. So not to just, accumulate the knowledge, but learn
Mhm.
through
Learn
in
three.
different environments, through exploring, through play. And
Hmm. Yeah.
okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And from autumn months, we will jump to April, because April in kindergarten Dobrna is the month for the toy-free uh, learning learning time. So Moitza, welcome and thank you once again for starting this journey, this story of Toy Free Month. And I look forward to hearing from you again how you do it in your kindergarten.
Thank you, Irna, for invite us in this project. I'm happy to be here with you and to have an opportunity to share this example of good practice from our kindergarten. Uh, so um, our kindergarten is located in Dobrna, is a rural community famous for one of the oldest spa resorts in Europe. And because of that, of our green location, we have great opportunity to for various activities for children without toys. So maybe a little about kindergarten. Dobrna is a part of a primary school. Dobrna. In our kindergarten are seven groups of children. That's about 125 children. There work seven preschool teachers, eight preschool teachers, teacher assistants. We have also two chefs in the kitchen and a head teacher. Preschool education in Slovenia is provided in two age groups. First, children from 11 months to 3 years, and then the second, children aged from 3 to 6 years. Um, our kindergarten has already have been in a free Erasmus project and also in some other projects. And we have also NTC learning and forest pedagogy. And so today I would like to introduce you to the month without toys, which we have been doing in our kindergarten for about 7 years. So for 7 years, April is toy-free month in kindergarten Dobrna. And with it, we mainly want to make children aware of the importance of sustainability and ecology. We achieve quite a lot of goals through various activities. We also interweave different areas of our curriculum, and it's difficult to present all of them today, so I have to choose a few examples that have worked, I think, really well. And with the project, which we do this project with young children, and we know that they are our future. And although they are young, we can teach them some behaviors about sustainability. That's no big issues, but knowledge, actions that these children can understand and really use them at home and in their daily life. By removing industrial or commercial toys from our playrooms, children are encouraged to explore, create, and learn using natural and recycled materials. The project helps children understand the importance of sustainability, waste eradication, and recycling through hands-on learning and also imaginative play. Some activities before the project begins. First, the professional teams in our kindergarten prepare plans for how the toy free month will take place, what the theme will be, and what the objectives are. We also start collecting materials. In this project, teachers, parents, and children are all actively involved, and we also cooperate with some local companies that contribute materials also. We organize workshops for parents where we, together with them, we create games, puppets, or educational toys for the children. And with the children, we first talk about the toy-free months, and then we tidy up all the playrooms together and equip them with the collected materials and with the games, toys we have already made. Also, through visual materials and films, we learn that what waste is, how it is separated, and why separation is important. We are also visited by a local company and show the children where the waste goes when we throw it in the bins, which materials can be recycled and which can be reused. Children also bring various waste materials from home: boxes, buttons, wool, stickers, wooden pieces, and we also collect natural materials through the whole year and then use them for play in April. And of course, some of them we use directly in nature, and quite a lot of the materials are also reused at home. For example, children collect waste food packaging, newspapers, and other recyclable materials, and with their parents. Sorry. And then we ask the children which games they will miss the most. And based on their answers, we also plan ahead. We suggest that children can make their favorite toys from the materials we have. And for example, in area of curriculum, we have language. With the help of the books, puppets, and theater, we bring ecological issues closer to the children, and the children also make their own puppets and costumes with which they act different themes and empathize with the desired roles. Math is also one of the areas, and together with children we make some sorting toys. They like to play dominoes. We try to make didactic games that which you could otherwise buy. So of course children miss Lego bricks a lot, but when they learn that they can create um, from wooden pieces also and waste casing, they enjoy even more. Then art. Art is also one of the area in our curriculum, and children really enjoy in art activities. We notice that their creativity and desire to explore increases. Or of course, we also allow them to use different materials and tools. Um, they are new to the children, and they are really interesting in them. Then society. In all activities, the toy-free month, it's very important that children interact with each other, cultivate friendships, and responsibility. And with those activities, without toys, I think that's really good. And area of movement. Every year in April, we also hold the Eco Olympics, where we use sport equipment made only from reused or natural materials. And each group, as you can see, makes its own flag, and we listen to the national anthem. So children really enjoy that, and of course, in the end, we also all deserve eco medals. And of course, nature, which is really important part of our month, because in our kindergarten we spend a lot of time outdoor through all the year, and groups of the older children have outdoor activities daily, regardless of the weather. And in the month of April, we prepare even more activities related to research in nature, because nature awakens in Slovenia at that time, and spring arrives. So children always enjoy when they can bring a part of nature also in the playroom. And so we made a place for earthworms where children can learn where about their importance in losing the soil. And as you see, we also have an aquarium with the frog tadpoles where children can follow the life cycle of a frog. And we also go outside and see it in water. Um, and we have also forest playground. In our, as I said, in our kindergarten also implement forest pedagogy. We have a special place in forest nearby. We call it the forest classroom or playroom, and which we visit at least once a week through all the seasons. And children are really excited when the day of our days, for example, Thursday, and when Thursday came, the children always said, "Moitza, when we will go to the forest." Um, they're really excited about playing in the forest because they can explore nature there, move freely, and learn through their experiences. They climb trees, build huts, observe animals and plants, and also make we have a lot of teamwork skills and in the natural environment. So activities in the end of the project. Sometimes we prepared events and meetings for families, like sports afternoon, where again all the equipment are made from reused materials. In this way, we also show parents that it's not always necessary to buy everything, and that we can use things that we already have at home or would otherwise throw away. And at the end of the month, we also prepare different types of exhibitions. They can be viewed by parents, families, locals, and exhibition of didactic games or toys created during the month without toys. And of course, the most important thing is that children can later enjoy playing with the toys they have made themselves, and they feel really proud of them. So, as I mentioned in the beginning, we have been carrying this project in our kindergarten for so many years, and over this time, a lot of ideas, activities, and events have accumulated. And of course, we cannot implement everything I have presented today in just 1 month, but it's a collection you can use in your kindergarten. And I have selected the activities that, in my opinion, have been successful and served maybe as example of a good practice. So I hope that my presentation has maybe inspired you to take interest in our project.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Moitza. I believe, at least according to the comments, that there definitely is some inspiration. And some have already been to Slovenian kindergartens, and then they just said they are excited to see what are the things that you do, especially in the nature. And there were some comments about, yes, challenges, crises that we face. And I believe that it's even more important that we focus on what we can control, what we can do. And as we've seen from your presentation, in a month, we can do a lot for ourselves, our learning, and also especially for the children who I believe learn much more when they do activities in the way that you presented. We also got a question about twinning projects. Do you think they are useful also in kindergartens, in early childhood education? Maybe very shortly, your experience with the twinning?
Yes, I have a few experience. So I think that through those e-twinning project, educators, teachers can exchange some examples of good practice, and children can also through digital media share their knowledge. Maybe they can get to know the other children and learn about their language or maybe habits or another country. And teacher, on the other hand, I don't know, expand their knowledge and share their experience. So I think that e-twinnings or Erasmus are also very good for preschool children or preschool teachers, maybe more.
Okay, thank you very much. So let's connect, let's help each other, let's share ideas, and then I believe it's easier when you just build upon different practices, and then you don't need to start from scratch. So thank you,
Yes.
Moitza.
Thank you.
And now I welcome Elvira again in our studio. We go now to your kindergarten to see how you have done it, and you've done it even for a longer period than 1 month. So well done, and the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. I'd like to tell you about something about our project, about the toy-free kindergarten. And I have to tell, we are not that far like the Slovenian kindergarten. But I can say, yes, we can spend the whole summer without conventional toys. So first of all, let me tell you something about our association. Oops. Association Schmetterling is a private kindergarten with 5 locations in Vienna and in Lower Austria. Important for us is the bilingual concept, English and German, and the guiding principle of the Montessori education helped me to do it on my own, leads us through our daily life. Children should develop in their own pace in a community of children in the best possible way. and the teachers are companions on this journey of life. The parents and the team members are international, and therefore we focus on the diversity and on inclusion. Sustainability and environmental protection are very important to us. That's why we try to live together more and better in harmony with nature. Our future skills include both technological skills such as data analysis, AI, and software development, as well as interdisciplinarity skills such as critical thinking, creativity, and emotional intelligence. Other examples include the ability to adapt to change, self-management, and intercultural competence. Therefore, creative learning is a very important in our institution. The Dornbach site was awarded the Austrian Eco Label in July 2024. And in addition to nature experiences, topics such as nutrition and health, energy conservation, waste prevention, and mobility aspects are also highlighted. In our everyday kindergarten life, we want to raise awareness of sustainable development through a wide variety of activities. So in the summer of 2023, we noticed that children were becoming increasingly careless with materials and games. This observation gave rise to the idea of a toy-free kindergarten. The children take a relatively large number of courses in our kindergarten, and we noticed that without specific activities and guidance from adults, children often do not know what to do. So we choose these goals. So promoting creativity through open use materials, develop their own ideas without constant guidance from adults, a better communication, experience that something new can emerge from boredom. That's what parents really afraid of, that children are bored, and more careful handling of materials. So, and why do we do the toy-free kindergarten in the summer? We saw that children don't realize the end of the kindergarten year as well as the beginning of the new year. It is important for us to finish the current year, so we clean and repair everything before we start step by step with the toy-free time. In summer, the weather allows us to spend a lot of time outside. Then we love to bring nature materials to the groups. Summer is also different. There are always some children as well as some teachers on holidays. We don't feel the pressure of making activities. We seem more relaxed because of the beautiful weather. It is our goal to consciously conclude the kindergarten year and to prepare and plan for the coming year together. So we are doing birthday calendars, crowns, etc. together for the next year. And we are also designing the rooms together. So the children can participate and they know what they can expect in the coming year. Yes, we can spend the whole summer without conventional toys. So what are we doing the whole summer? First of all, we clean and repair the toys available in the groups, and then we pack them up and store the packages in a storage room. While one group cleared away everything at the same day, the other group selected an area each week during morning circle time and replaced the toys with unstructured, open-ended materials and nature materials. This year was our second toy-free summer. We are at the beginning of the toy-free journey. After the Erasmus meeting in Dobrna in April 2025, we decided to ask parents to bring self-made toys to the kindergarten. And the children really liked it and were proud of it. but not all the parents brought toys to the kindergarten. So this situation was a little bit difficult for children who brought this self-made toys. This is what remains in the groups. Dolls are allowed to stay because they are team members of the group. Each doll has a name, and they are also taking part at the toy-free kindergarten in summer. So we use blankets, cushions, mats, pickler triangle, books, scissors, pens, glue, donny box, paints, brushes, and more. And I can say we use a lot of colors. Here are examples for open-ended materials which we use, but there are only some examples. So nature materials like pine cones, leaves, snail shells, stones, sticks, clay, and this year we made Christmas presents out of clay in summer. And we use recyclable materials like cork stoppers, jam jars, buttons, ice cream sticks, CDs, medicine, spoons, and we love cardboard boxes. We paint inside, outside. This year we had a box construction site in the multi-purpose room. And we also use cardboard instead of paper. And we build a lot out of cardboards, like cars, houses, tables, also, yes, everything. Yes, we really love cardboard, and nobody wants to throw away any cardboard box. So when I go to the shop, we always ask, do you have more cardboard boxes for us? And we also ask parents to bring as much boxes as possible for our box construction site, so we can build towns, airplanes, cars, and yeah, there are a lot of ideas from the children. Summer is the perfect time to spend lots of time outdoors. We love observing nature, both indoors and out, and we love observing nature both indoors and outdoors. Natural materials are collected and taken into the group rooms, where they are then played with or worked on. We observe also beetles, snails, butterflies in nature. Last year, we got caterpillars of the Vienna peacock butterfly and were able to watch them hatch. And this year, a family provided us with an aquarium with fish, which we can now watch as they grow up. We enjoy growing plants and then planting them in our raised bed, and we love to do experiments. Parents brought wood scraps, and children were able to get creative with it. Now we have our own carpentry workshop where children can work with tools and wood the whole year. But the first step for this carpentry workshop was the toy-free kindergarten. Food scraps and herbs are also used with the children. Here you can see smoothies, for example, herb salt and salads of all kinds were also made. And puzzles, we did them out of old books. When there are no ready-made toys available, children have to communicate with each other more. Their drawings were turned into stories with the help of the storytelling track. Similarly, new stories were constantly being created from storytelling stones. The teachers also took a back seat during the morning circles, and the children learned to decide for themselves what they wanted to play with whom, where, yes. And in general, toy-free times offer educators the opportunity to refocus on what is essential, which is the needs of the children. That's what we learned during the 2 consecutive toy-free summer months. We learned that children as well as adults need time. Gradually, the children became more and more creative and social interaction got much better. We learned that observation works better when the focus is not on the services, but on the children. If we are not in an active role, we can see the needs of the children better. And we learned the children who are animated a lot at home have more difficulties coping without toys. We also have learned that projects implemented by the entire team in all the groups are more sustainable, as the idea is reflected in everything we do. We can reflect together and support each other better. In the next summer, we want to make a workshop where parents can make toys for the group together with the children. So maybe we will have more of it. And we want to start collecting materials earlier because it's really hard to have enough materials because we need everything. A very good example of this is the Remida in the Reggio Pedagogy. And what do we want to do differently is that we want to make the gradual selection of game materials in all of the groups. So we fully support this project because we all have, because we all have grown through the project, because children can focus better if there is a stimulus reduction. The observing is easier, renouncing the role of animator. We got to know ourselves better through reflection. Children are also more mindful at home. They don't want to throw anything away because you can make something from every scrap. In our second year, the children already had an idea of what to expect at the toy-free kindergarten. And the second time we did this project, the children got into the process of free play with open-ended materials more quickly. So, thank you for taking the time to accompany us on this journey of the Toy-Free Kindergarten project. It's a source of inspiration for all of us. Not only the children, but also we as a team have learned grown a lot. And that is exactly what we want to continue and expand in the coming year. We look forward to developing new ideas together and supporting the children in their creativity as we prepare for the summer. We are proud because we can say, yes, we can spend the whole summer without conventional toys. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Elvira. I can just say wow, and I believe a lot of our followers today, they agree that it was a great presentation, really practical, really inspiring. So I wanted to ask what are your ideas for the next summer, but you already covered that in your presentation. So I'm just gonna say a big thank you. And I already look forward to the next summer, and hopefully we can come and visit also.
Yes, of course, you are invited.
Perfect, thank you very much. Okay, and now let's hear how we can maybe upgrade the toy-free month ideas, toy-free month practices with additional tools, with additional activities that I'm sure we can include in this learning, practical learning and learning from experience and from trying. So Martina, welcome again, and here you go.
Good evening once again. Unfortunately, I can't say anything about the Toy Free Month today. My connection to you is my offer for a free, great pedagogical materials. We have tested it in Interact projects and they are all available as free as a free download for you. For over 20 years, we have been developing materials together with our project partners from Vienna, Burgenland, Slovakia, the Czech Republic, and Hungary. They are intended to support educational professionals as you are in their work. Our materials are available in 4 languages, namely in German, Slovak, Hungarian, and Czech, and they are available at our website educationfortomorrow.eu. We will blend it in later on so that you can see the homepage. Now you can see a blue colored area. This is not a new state in the heart of Europe. It's our project area, which spans 4 states. In total, we currently reach 389 educational institutions right now. In our case, I talk about kindergartens and schools, which we cooperate, test, and develop our different topics. And the best activities, which I will show you later on, uh, will find their way in our books, and this one gets published. Um, I hope I've managed to make you a little bit curious about our products. And now I would like to start with our latest release. The Austrian Hungarian project currently has the theme of making. With this guide, we want to give you an inspiration and encourage you to implement making in kindergarten and schools. Uh, in addition to relevant fundamentals in the book, you will also find many hands on activities. Our employees have tried them out, and I can assure you that they work really very well. They are designed for kids aged 4 to 10 years. And to make the maker concept, you don't need to have any specific expertise. And because Halloween is just around the corner, I'll give you a little sneak peek. In the book, you can find, for example, tips on how to create a spider web from natural materials, and fittingly to the digitalization topic and the future competences which we do have in our current project, you learn how to make a spider with a 3D pen, for example. Um, the digital media education is a major topic in our Austrian Czech project. You may believe that digital media has no place in kindergarten. On the other hand, perhaps you also think that it is very important to engage with that topic. I have to tell you, no matter what opinion on this is, children consume media and come, at least in Austria, to kindergarten with these experiences. In the Austrian Czech project, we created a poster with information about how you can use digital media, but also what you should be aware of it, how you could talk to parents about this sensitive topic, and how you can handle it in your kindergarten. So our goal is to have children who can think critically and are still media literate. Furthermore, we also involve the level of the parents, and we provide educators with ideas and support and how on they can handle those really difficult and challenging topics. And since I'm talking about digital media, in our former project, we succeeded in teaching preschool children their first programming steps. We used small robot bees for this. They are available in every Lower Austrian state kindergarten. The children have successfully and with a lot of fun learned to program the bee-bot so that it does what they want it to do. I'll give you an example of this so that you can imagine it more easily. First, the children sketched a rough map of their hometown. Their own house and the kindergarten were also visible on it. Then they programmed the Beebot so that it traveled from the house to the kindergarten on the map they had drawn. Because the children and the adults had so much fun, we collected themes that occur throughout an entire kindergarten year. For example, the seasons or birthday or even Easter and Christmas. For this, we tried out practical examples with the children, and the best ones have been published in the brochure with the Bebot through the kindergarten year. In Austria, we have many children who grow up multilingual. On the one hand, we greatly value the first languages. And on the other hand, we want to support them in the best possible way so that they can learn German well and succeed in school. Over the years, we've intensively engaged with what children need in order to learn German well. A crucial part is the knowledge of the educators regarding the child's language development. The booklet now includes basic linguistic knowledge, which is really important to have. But just important as knowing how to use it uh, is which games can I need and can I take to support the kids. And all this knowledge you can find in the booklet. Learning a language indoors is one thing. Learning simple terms in the neighboring language, as we do in our project, while exploring nature outside is another thing. So we made a whole book full with learning materials, which include both. The book contains a collection of topic sheets about nature in 3 different levels. In doing so, we tried out a new approach. Our goal was to use all the existing linguistic resources from the kids to playful learn the first words in a new language together. And I can tell you, we were really quite successful in this one. We have published this new approach also in the book Basic Knowledge of the Language Sensitive STEM Approach. There you will find the scientific background for it. We tested it by taking and by talking and experimenting a lot with the kids on various topics. Our topics included, for example, space, water, or air. The experiments are described in details in the book. Everything needed to implement the language sensitive approach can be also downloaded for free. This guide is intended for people who bear responsibility in kindergarten, schools, or similar institutions, leaders and principals, for example. It aims to help them better understand that they have many opportunities to change and improve things. They should learn to consciously use those opportunities to implement good new ideas to their work. And how this can succeed have we tested with over 80 people in leadership positions and documented it in the guide. When working with children who have different cultural and linguistic backgrounds, you have to reflect very well on your own actions and behavior. The reflection sheets are designed to help and to establish good communication with parents, your team, or the school. The goal is to improve cooperation and develop an understanding of the needs of others. When you have the feeling that something went wrong or isn't doing well or as you want them to do, the book can give you an advice how to manage these often difficult situations best. And now I come to my last recommendation for today. In Austria, we have a very specific geographical situation. we are not only in the heart of Europe, but with Vienna and Bratislava, we also have two capitals that are just 100 kilometers apart of each other. This means that we have many, many children in this area who grow up with two languages, namely Slovak and German. It is our interest to raise them bilingual. We also want to support parents and teachers in that way. Interested parties will find valuable tips for implementing bilingualism in the handbook. It offers insights into common models, methods, and good practice experiences. And now you can see our homepage, because all the materials which are presented right now and many, many, many more, you can download for free from the homepage of our current project, which is called Education for Tomorrow. And our main topic right now are the future competencies, which we would like to teach kids and their teachers. And now I sincerely thank you for your attention and wish you a pleasant evening.
Thank you very much, Martina. I believe quite useful tools and materials. Just a question, are they also available in English or just the partner country languages? Martina, can you hear me? Okay, I think something maybe happened with the connection. Martina, can you hear me? Okay, then we will check with Martina later on about the availability in English language. But of course, nowadays AI can also help us translate. So I believe these are useful tools also if they are not yet available in in English language. And I'm very happy to see this comment that the trinity of teacher, student, and parent is sacred, because also now in the role of being a mom, a parent, I truly believe that we have to work together, we have to cooperate, and we are constantly thinking how to build these relationships and how to bring everyone on board. Also, for example, in the scope of the toy-free month practices, so because the more we are, the better we cooperate, the greater the chance that we will actually make changes now and also for the future. We have come almost to the end of this playful and very interesting conference. And of course, now it's the time to, let's say, officially invite you to join us on this toy-free month journey. We would like to invite you to join, to try it out, or to just upgrade your existing practices. Try something new if you haven't yet. Involve children, involve parents, involve local community to this space of free play, of imagination, curiosity, creativity, critical thinking, exploration, basically everything that we already mentioned today, that our speakers mentioned, and also you did in the comments. You are truly a wonderful audience today. And how you can join our Toy-Free Month initiative. In the chat, you will see the link where the guide, the sustainable guide, is published, and also these steps on how to join the initiative are also published. So you will have the chance to read them, to go through them in your own pace, and think about and decide whether you want to join our community, our Toy-Free Month community, and try this practice also with your children in your group or in your kindergarten. And if you decide that you are ready to join, that you have the courage to try it out, you can then send a short email with some basic information to the email. This is the Constantina's email that you've also met today, but of course, all the partners we will help building this toy-free month network. So when you decide you want to join, you send an email just saying who you are, which kindergarten or school are you from, who are the teacher, who's the teacher that or teachers that will coordinate and work on it, and then of course some contact information. Then it's the time for you to use our toy-free month guide, but also, of course, other materials that you already know or you will start exploring. And the guide is just a guide. You can plan and implement the toy-free month practice according to your own goals, to your own wishes, challenges maybe that you are observing, that you notice in your groups of children, and you can adapt it, you can frame it in your own way, you can be flexible. Of course, the main principles of the toy-free month that we heard today have to apply, but we didn't prepare like a recipe, this is how you have to do it. You are free to connect with your own practice, to connect with the curricula, to be creative, to be persistent, to try to do it in the way that you will also feel safe, but at the same time you will also learn something new. And of course, we will be here for additional support. We have created a Google Drive folder where we will upload all the necessary documents. And once you register that you want to implement the toy-free month practice, you will get also the access to this folder, and we will have some Q&A document. We will be offering individual consultations if necessary, and we also are thinking about having an online sessions like intervision sessions where teachers can exchange ideas and also support each other. And if you come from the participating partner countries, that is Poland, Greece, Austria, or Slovenia, you can also contact our project team. Here you see who that is directly if you need additional support. But of course, in any case, we will provide support to everyone who will write to us. And I'm really, really happy, excited, and grateful that some of you have already sent out emails that you are willing to join, that you want to try the toy-free month practice. And I haven't yet managed to answer all of you, but don't worry, you are on our radar and you will definitely get a response, and we will build this community, toy-free month community. So at the end, when you finish, we will ask you to prepare a report with some basic information: who was in, how many children were included, how old were they, how many parents were informed, how you have done it in your kindergarten, also some activities that you will implement, so you will have the chance to truly present your own practice. And we will, of course, use that on the one side to issue the certificate. So all the teachers that will implement the practice will get the toy-free month ambassador certificate. And also, we will include your presentation, your report, in the second part of the guide. So we truly want to create like a collection of different toy-free month practices that might help also other teachers for inspiration, for ideas, and for motivation to just keep on trying despite all the challenges that we face in this world. So to sum up, think about if you want to join, send out an email that you are ready, then start planning and implementing, and of course, prepare the report. And the main thing is that you do it for the reasons that you want, because you want to contribute to sustainable education, because you want to offer something more to your children, because you also want to learn and make these small but very important steps to a more green, to a more sustainable future where children can play, learn, be free, and truly build themselves, their characters, their skills, their knowledge. So that's it for today. And I really want to thank you all. And we are so excited to continue the toy-free month journey with you. And to conclude, I would like to invite all the speakers back on the stage. Okay, and first of all, a big applause to everyone. The
Thank you,
speakers,
Irene, as well. You
Thank
did a
you.
great job.
the speakers and the audience, of course. And to conclude, let's just make a quick, I will call it a toy-free month circle, where you share one word or two words maximum that relate for you the most with toy-free month. So if I say toy-free month, what comes to your mind that will also maybe inspire some more? So who has the courage to start?
I can start.
Oh, you choose, Irene.
These two words, it's big network.
Thank
And
you.
I can say a great opinion.
Mhm.
I would say freedom.
Mhm.
For me, it's inspiration. And April, of course.
I would say trash to treasure.
Thank you so much. And I will say wonderful journey. And thank you for being on this journey with us. And we look forward to getting your emails and building this Toy Free Month community. And of course, don't forget about the next conference, the Pan-European conference that will be in November. So thank you very much. If you haven't yet applied for the certificate, please do. We will also be grateful for the evaluation. You had the link in the chat, so please tell us what did you like, what could we improve. So this will also help us do better, be better in the future, also in the scope of the Toy Free Month project. So a big heart for everyone. Enjoy the day, enjoy the autumn and all the wonderful moments that it brings. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you. Bye.
Thanks a lot for
Bye.
today. Bye.
Bye.